Good morning, everybody. So, today it was a normal day. I got up. I got up early. I tidied up the house. I checked my emails. I checked my Facebook account. I did all that good stuff that I do every single morning. I did my workout, Pie of Sweat. Love me some Chalene Johnson. Love her. So, good morning. I thought, I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to curl my hair, which I know. You're thinking, oh, great podcast, Jamie. But no, just bear with me. Stay with me here. So I put hot rollers in my hair, and I'm a multitasker. Like, I can't just, so I reversed my routine this morning. So I dried my hair really fast, put it in hot rollers, so then I could put on my makeup while the hot rollers were cooling. That's the kind of stuff. Remember when I was talking about think 3 steps ahead? That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. But so I did it, and I get done with my hair, and I did my normal routine I have on my podcast while I'm getting ready. And I feel like my kids, they roll their eyes sometimes. They're like, can't we just listen to the music? Because we have 6 bathrooms in my house, and everyone, all 5 people get ready in our bathroom, the master bathroom. Everyone does. They shower in there. They get ready in there, everyone. So it's great for cleaning. My cleaning lady loves it because, she has to really scrub one bathroom. But anyways, everybody gets ready in the morning, which I secretly love because, I do work a lot and I do get home late, and then I do come home and do LuLaRoe, and so I don't get to spend a ton of time with my kids. So even that morning time really kind of matters. So my kids get ready in there, and I feel that if I can subliminally fill them with positive energy, positive ideas, even if they're not technically listening, they're listening, they're absorbing. And I know this is true by little things that they do and little things that they say. So for instance, this morning, I'm on my way. I'm taking my son to school. I take my 11-year-old, and I'm taking him to school, and he says, "Are you going to have a good day today, Mom?" And I said, "Brant, I'm going to have an amazing day." And I said, "Are you going to have a good day at school?" "No, I'm going to have an amazing day because I get to choose what my day is." When? I mean, seriously, to me, that was huge win. So I don't care what happens today. The fact that my 11-year-old gets it, that he gets to determine what his day is going to be. Are you flipping kidding me? I mean, life isn't any better than that, because that's what it's about. My kids, that's what I do everything for. So I feel like today, I just won the war. I didn't win a battle. I just won a war. So, when our actions and what we say and what we do around our kids is so important. And I cannot stress how important it is. When we get upset over the small stuff, when we talk bad about the neighbors, which I would never do because I have the best neighbors in the world. Shout out to Michelle and Dave. When we do that stuff, our kids hear that. They hear that crap, and they think it's okay because, we're their parents. We are perfect in their eyes. I mean, anything that we do is perfect in their eyes. So this conversation went on with Brant, and I said, Brant, that makes me really happy that you say that. I said, you have an entrepreneurial mind, and he's like, "What's that?" So I said, "Oh, no. I know how it went." He said, "But if I got to choose not to go to school, I wouldn't." And I said, "Well, I don't think that's true." I said, "I don't think that's true because I know that you need school to get to your goals. So I don't think that's true that you would choose not to go to school. I think you would still go to school because you have an entrepreneurial mindset, and I know that you want to own your own business someday because you want to be a YouTuber. You want to reach people on YouTube, and you want to sell things on Amazon, and you want to promote things on YouTube. So that means that you have to go to school in order to accomplish those goals. And he's like, yeah, I suppose you're right. So, you know, when it was like 2 days before school, my boy, I don't know if y'all have boys, or I think girls are different, but my boys' school, I think my first two just kind of realized that it's just something that you have to do, and my oldest one wouldn't complain about anything, so he just went. My middle one, he kind of moans and groans a little bit about school. And although this year, because he has a goal of playing baseball in college, and a recruiter told him that, you know, grades are just as important as your pitching speed. Like right now, he's running a 4.0 because like he is laser focused that, okay, school really does matter. Now, I've told him 100 times that if two people are equally talented, one has a 3.8 and one has a 2.8, they're taking the 3.8. But, you know, that was mom talking. Hopefully I set the stage for that, and when this recruiter came in and confirmed it, you know, that helped. But so he's laser focused on school right now, but my 11-year-old, like, he's sobbing like the day before school because he doesn't want to go to school. Well, first of all, that kind of stuff wears me out. You can't control that. That's something silly. I'm not saying that you can't cry and you can't have emotions, but don't cry over something like that. That to me is selfish, because there's tons of kids in this world that want to go to school, need to go to school, and they can't. How about this hurricane that's just wiped out a bunch of schools? Those kids aren't going to be able to go see their friends for a while. You know, that kind of stuff. When you cry over something like that, to me, that's just being selfish and ridiculous. I might sound like a hard ass. I don't care. That's how I run my house. Just suck it up, Buttercup. So, but I needed to come around and make him see what school really was. So I said, you know, Brant, you know, instead of focusing on all the negatives of school, that you don't like the schoolwork, you don't like the homework, you don't like the lunches, you don't like blah, 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 blah. Let's focus on what you do like. Because quite honestly, honey, I don't like going to work every day. Like, I don't. But I love the people I work with. I love the challenges that it gives me, and I love what I do. So would I rather stay home with my family? Heck yeah. Yeah, absolutely I would. But that's just not my reality. And it's what I need to do to get to my goals. So let's look at all the positives. You love your friends. You love going to recess. You love the gym teacher. Our gym teacher was a professional baseball player. And so Mr. Bergman, he loves Mr. Bergman. That is his absolute favorite teacher in the world. And so let's just focus on the positives. And so his reading teacher makes them write a letter to us every week. And his letter, his first week of school was, Mom, because I'm looking at all the positives, it was like, Dear Mom, because I'm looking at all the positives, I actually like school this year. I'm having a really good time, and I'm being a really good student. Are you kidding me? I mean, so win. That's a win. So it is so important how you talk to your kids. It is so important. What your actions are so important around your children. What you talk about, what your actions show. Like, if you and your husband argue in front of your kids all the time, I'm not saying that you can't, like, you know, want to kill your husband on occasion, or your wife, whatever. But if you guys constantly bicker, that's what they're going to think a relationship is. And that is just going to pass on to the next generation. And that's what their relationship is going to be. Now, some people pull themselves out of that and they say, my house will not be like that. But it's few and far between. So don't argue in front of your kids. It's okay to have a disagreement, but the hollering and the screaming, I don't get it. We don't do that. I don't know what it accomplishes. First of all, we probably don't do it because my husband won't engage. He won't engage in an argument, which in itself is frustrating, but that's another podcast. But, you know, speak kindly to each other, show love to each other. That's their relationship building. That's how they see relationships. You know, my my kids, before we hang up the phone, before I leave them, they say I love you. I mean, that is something that that's just something that we do, because that's us showing affection, and we're hug, and but my husband and I do that. My husband and I are huggy. We're goofy. I mean, we're just goofy, and I adore my husband, and my children see that, and I think that's setting them up for how to have a good relationship, if that makes sense. So be so careful of your words. Fill your children with positive thoughts. I mean, can you imagine if you would have learned this stuff when you were 11? I mean, seriously, if I did not really get into personal development until I was probably 30, well, no, I'm going to say 40. I was probably 40, maybe 39, 40, something like that. I can't even imagine knowing this at age 11, what my life could have actually been. Like, since then, my income has more than doubled. My, just living that life of positive and knowing that what you put out into the world is going to come back at you. But what you put out to your kids is what they're going to shape their life around. So be so careful about it. So my challenge to you is, the next time you're in the car, throw a podcast on when your kids are in it. When you're in the bathroom getting ready, when the kids are eating breakfast in the morning, throw a podcast on. Talk about something positive. You don't have to have an outside influence do it. You can do it. So, just positive reinforcements. Hug your husband in front of them. Hug your wife in front of them. If you are a man and you have boys, I don't know if I should go around this. I better wait. If you're a man and you have boys, show them what it is to treat your wife kindly. And guys, I'm telling you, we can change this world. We really can. We can change all the negativity. We can change all the hatred, just with showing some love at home. So my challenge, do something with your kids. Like, do a routine with your kids that fills them subliminally with all this positive stuff. It's not just for you, it's for your entire family. And don't forget, if it's important to you, you're going to find a way. I promise you will. And if not, you're going to find an excuse. And I hope you have an absolutely amazing day.